Okay, good day everyone. This is Team Sports and today I'm going to discuss the softball game rules 1 to 4. But before that, let me introduce my name. I am Felix Villarin Jr., a second year college student from Bachelor of Physical Education at the University of Southern Mindanao. Softball is a bat and ball sport played between two teams of 10 players. It is direct descendants of baseball, although there are some key differences. Softball are larger than baseball, and pitches are thrown underhand rather than overhand. Softball is played on a smaller diamond than in baseball. So what is the objective of the game? The objective of the game is to score more runs considered as points and the other team by batting or hitting a ball into play and running around the bases, touching each one in succession. So why do we need rules since we're talking about rules of softball? So rules are established to protect the weaker class in the society since they are at a disadvantage if some rules and regulations are broken. When rules are properly set and followed, they provide a stable environment and human coexistence in the community, resulting in peace and order. So what is the importance of rules? The important of rules is when used appropriately, rules provide a sense of predictability and consistency for children, thereby promoting physical and emotional safety. Rules help guide actions towards desired result. So without a further explanation, let's proceed for the rule number 1, definition. Section 1, altered bat. A bat is altered when the physical structure of a legal bat has been changed. Section 2, appeal play. A live or dead ball appeal is a play or situation on which an umpire cannot make a decision unless requested by the manager, coach, or player of a non-offending team. Section 3, ball compression. Ball compression is the load force in kilograms, pounds required to compress a softball to 6.5 millimeter or 0.25 inches. When measured in accordance with American Society for Testing and Materials test method for measuring compression displacement of softball. Defensive team. The defensive team is the team in field, so they are called as defensive team. Delayed dead ball. A delayed dead ball is a game situation in which the ball remains alive until the conclusion of the play. We have the designated player or DP. The designated player is a starting offensive player who bats in a lineup for a flex player listed in the 10th position on the lineup card. We have the dislug base. A dislug base is a base placed from its proper position. Next, we have the double play. A double play is a play by a defense defense in which two offensive players are legally put out as a result of continuous action. Next, we have the dugout. The dugout is an area in dead ball territory designated for players, coaches, bat boys or girls, an official representative of the team only. Ejection from the game. Ejection is an act of any umpire ordering the player, official, or any team member to leave the game and the ground for a rule violation for a reminder of the game. So it is very understandable what is ejection from the game. Next we have the fair territory. Fair territory is the part of the playing field within and including the first and third base foul lines from home base to the bottom of extreme playing field, fins and perpendicularly upward. Next, we have the fake tag. A fake tag is a form of obstruction or a runner while advancing or returning to a base by a fielder who is not in possession of the ball that impedes the progress of the runner. Fielder. A fielder is any defensive player of a team on the field. Next, we have the fly ball. A fly ball is any ball but into the air. Next, we have the force out. A force out is an out which can be made only when a runner loses the right to the base which he is occupying because the batter becomes a batter runners or the batter runner, and before the batter runner or a succeeding runner has been put out. Next, we have the foul territory. Foul territory is any parts of playing field that is not included in fair territory. Home team. The home team is the team on whose ground the game is played, or if the game is played on neutral ground, the home team shall be designated by mutual agreement or by a flip of a coin. The home team shall take a third base dugout and play defense first. Legal bat. Illegal bat. An illegal bat is one that does not meet the requirements of Rule Number 3, Section 1. We have the foul ball. A foul ball is a legal bat ball which A. settles on foul territory between home and first base or between home and third base. B. Bounce past first on third on or over foul territory. Third, first touches on foul territory beyond first or third base. D. While on or over foul territory touches the persons, attach or disattach equipment or clothing of an umpire or player or any object foreign to the natural ground. Letter E. Touches the batter or the bat in the batter's hand a second time while the batter is within the batter's box. F. Goes directly from the bat, not higher than the batter's head, to any part of catcher's body or equipment and is caught by another fielder. Letter G. Hits the pitcher's plate and roll untouched to the foul territory before reaching first or third base. Rule number 2, the playing field. The playing field is the area within which the ball may be legally played and fielded. Ground or special rules. Ground or special rules establishing the limits of the playing field may be agreed upon by leagues or opposing teams whenever backstop, fences, stands, vehicles, spectators, or other obstruction are within the prescribed area. The official diamond shall have the baseline and pitching distance as set out in the distance table. Note, if during the game, the base distance or pitching distance is found to be at the wrong distance, correct the error at the start of the next full inning and continue playing the game. Diamond layout. The 1 meter or 3 feet line is drawn parallel from the baseline, starting at the point halfway between home plate and first base. B. The batter's on deck circle is placed adjacent to the end of player's bench or dugout area closest to the home plate. C. The batter's backs are located on each side of home plate. The lines are considered as being within the batter's box. D. The catcher's box shall be located to the rear of the batter's boxes. E. Each coach's box is parallel to the first and third baseline. Baselines extended from the bases forward home plate. F. The home plate shall be made of rubber and shall be a 5-sided figure. The sides shall be parallel to the inside lines of the batter's box. G. The pitcher's plate shall be of rubber. 1. The top of the pitcher's plate shall be level with the ground. 2. The front line of pitcher's plate shall be the distance from the back or point of home plate as set out in the distance or table appendix 2. Next, we have the rule number 3. Rule number 3, equipment, the equipment. The official bat shall be one-piece construction, multi-piece permanently assembled, or two-piece interchangeable construction. If the bat is designed with interchangeable components, it must meet the following criteria. Warm-up bats. Warm-up bats must be of one-piece construction and it shall comply with the safety grip and safety knob requirements of the official bat. It must be marked warm-up in 3.2 cm or 1/4 in letter on the barrel, and the barrel end must be in excess of 5.7 cm or 2 1/4 in. Official softball shall be a regular smooth seam concealed stitch or flat surface ball. B. Shall have a center core made of either number 1 quality long fibre kapok, a mixture of cork and rubber, a polyurethane mixture, or other materials approved by the Equipment Standard Commission. C. May be hand or machine wood with a fine quality twist yarn and cover with latex or rubber cement. Gloves and mitts. Any player may wear a glove, but only the catcher and first baseman use mitts. Shoes. All teams member must wear shoes. A shoe shall be considered official if it is made with either canvas or leather uppers or similar materials and is fully enclosed. A sole may be either smooth or have soft or hard rubber cleats. B. Ordinary metal sole and heel plates may be used if the spikes on the plates do not extend more than 1.9 cm or 3/4 in from the sole of the heel of the shoe. Shoes with rounded metal spike are illegal. Letter C. No hard plastic, nylon, or polyurethane spikes similar to the metal sole and heel plate are allowed in any division at any level of play. Protective equipment. A. Mask. All catchers must wear mask, throw protector, and helmet. Mask. Youth catcher must wear a mask with helmet. Masks are recommended in adult slow pitch. Mask or face mask. Any defensive or offensive player can wear an approved plastic face mask or guard. Body protector. All catchers in fast pitch, adult and youth must wear a body protector. Female catchers may wear a body protector in slow pitch. Helmet. Any helmet that are broken, cracked, dented, or altered are prohibited and must be removed from the game. Uniform. All players on a team shall wear uniform alike in color, trim, and style. Reference to a coach's uniform is found under Rule 4, Section B. Rule number 4. Coaches, player, and substitute. Coaches. A. A head coach is responsible for signing the lineup cards. B. Coaches must be neatly attired, including the wearing of suitable footwear, or dress in team uniform in accordance with the color code of a team. If a coach wear a cap, it must be approved headgear. Caps are mandatory for male coaches. C. An offensive team coach. Base coach is an eligible member of the team at bat who takes his place on the field within the coach's box. Exception: a coach may leave the coach box to signal the runner to slide, advance, or return to a base, or move out of a fielder's way as long as he does not interfere with the play. Lineup cards and rosters. Official lineup cards are to be completed and submitted to the official scorer and the plate umpire at the start of each game. The plate umpire retains the card of the duration of the game. Starting players. A starting player shall be official when the lineup card is inspected and approved by the plate umpire and team representative at the pre-game meeting. Re-entry. A. Any of the starting players may be substituted and re-enter once provided such player occupy the same batting position whenever they are in the lineup. Exception: if the starting player currently not in the lineup is brought into the lineup as a replacement player. So players. A team shall consist of player in the following possession. First, we have the pitcher. Second, we have the catcher. Third, we have the first base. Fourth, we have the second base. Fifth, we have the third base. And sixth, we have the shortstop. Seventh, left field. Eighth, center field. 9, right field. Substitute illegal player. A substitute may take place of a player whose name is in his team's lineup. The following regulation governing player substitution. Dispute calls. Any team's member or any team members disputing any judgment decision by an umpire will constitute a team warning. Any repeat offense shall result in the ejection of the team member. We have dugout conduct. A. Coaches, player, substitutes, or other bench personnel shall not be outside the designated dugout area, except when the rules allow or when considered justified by the umpire. Next, we have the replacement player. In the event of any player bleeding during the game, that player must be withdrawn from the game if the bleeding cannot be stopped with a reasonable length of time, or his uniform becomes covered with blood. So, that's all for today's discussion. Thank you so much for watching. So, if you want to continue, please subscribe and hit the notification bell for you to be updated